Hello friend, in today's video we will learn how we can design and develop a smart accident and alcohol detection system project by using the Raspberry Pi. So you can see on the screen we have the mini sensor, and by using that sensor we can design this complete project. So in this video we will learn how to do the programming part, how to do the hardware part, how to do the connection of this complete circuit, and we will you will definitely develop this project by your own. I haven't cost any single rupees for this project. The complete code and the complete idea behind this project already given in this video, and code also present in the Google Drive link. The link is given in the description. Okay, before start this project, I would like to tell you the flow of this project. So flow is like that. We have the many sensor. The first sensor is alcohol and the IR sensor. Then second sensor we have the vibration sensor. Then we have the buzzer. Then we have the LED. Then we have the relay module which is connected to DC motor and the GPS. So flow of this project is like that. Whenever we start the system, the welcome message print on the screen, then accident detected message print on the screen. That is the project name of this project. Our Raspberry Pi, our system will be waiting for the seat belt detected, seat belt wear or not by the driver. So if the seat belt is not wear by the driver, then red LED will turn on and buzzer start ringing. And once the seat belt wear by the driver, by detecting the obstacle in front of the IR sensor, then the next part is system waiting for the alcohol status. So let's say if the alcohol is consumed by the driver, even if he has the wear the seat belt, then also the buzzer start ringing and the red LED will turn on. So once the seat belt is detected by the driver and alcohol is not detected from the driver, then it will ask for the press the switch, and that time the green LED will turn on. So press the switch, it means it is a power switch to turn on the motor. So once the driver press the power switch, then relay will turn on and DC motor start rotating. That means our vehicle is started. So after that, if the vibration sensor detect the vibration, that means accident is happen. And in that case, once the accident happen, the accident detector message print on the LCD. The GPS starting the capturing the location, live location, and sending the location through the GSM model that will cover in the next part of this video. So before start the next part, I request you please subscribe my channel. Currently you can see I have 1356 subscriber and my watch hour is 3388. So my to verify my channel on YouTube I require 4000 watch hour. 1000 subscriber is already completed. Thanks for your support. But please watch my complete video so that this watch hour gets completed easily within 1 year. So once you click on the subscribe button, it is not only beneficial for me, it is also beneficial for you, because I have uploaded the more than 40 to 50 video on Raspberry Pi and Arduino, and all projects are very unique and you will definitely learn from me. So please subscribe my channel, please watch my complete video. Thanks for the support. So you can see on the screen we have the many sensor for this project. So first sensor is MQ2 sensor, which is used for to detect the alcohol consumed by the driver or not. Next is a buzzer, which is used to indicate some status about seat belt or alcohol. Then we have the switch. So once we press the switch, then vehicle will be start. And there is two LED, you can see red LED and green LED. So whenever there is alcohol detected or seat belt is not detected, then this red LED will turn on. Once the alcohol is not detected and seat belt wear by the driver, then this green LED will turn on. Then after that, IR sensor, by using IR sensor we can detect the seat belt present or not, driver wear the seat belt or not. Then vibration sensor basically used to detect the accident happen or not. Then we have the relay module, and at the end of the relay module I have added the DC motor which indicate the vehicle start or not. And top of above here is GPS module, so that we can fetch the location, and LCD which gives the information about the message. And as a controller we have the Raspberry Pi. So this is the complete hardware of this circuit. Now the first flow we will check if seat belt is not wear by the driver. So what will be happen? So first thing you have to notice on the screen that whenever I run the code, the welcome message printed on the LCD and the accident detection system message also print on the LCD. After that it will ask for the seat belt. Now I am run the code. So welcome message, accident detection system message, and please wear the seat belt. So it is waiting for the IR sensor input. So once I give the obstacle in front of the IR sensor, then it will ask for the alcohol sensor status. So now you can see alcohol sensor does not detect the alcohols. That's why it is giving the message press the switch. So that means it is waiting for the input for the DC motor. So once I press the switch, then this DC motor will start. So I am going to press the switch now. So you can see once I press the switch, vehicle start message print on the LCD. DC motor is started, and now its vehicle started. So it is waiting for the vibration sensor input. So once I give the vibration sensor input, then it means accident is detected and the GPS is start loading the location. So I will now give the vibration sensor. So I will give the input to the vibration sensor, just vibrating this sensor. So once I give the vibration to this vibration sensor, then this DC motor stop working and accident detector message print on the LCD, and this GPS start searching for the location. So accident detected, stop working. So now again the new system will be started. Now the next part we will see what happen if the alcohol is detected by the alcohol sensor and even the seat belt is detected. So in that case also vehicle will not start because alcohol is detected by the alcohol sensor. Now this will demonstrate. Now we will demonstrate that one. So basically this is some alcohol. You should not consume the alcohol. It is just for the time project based purpose. Now you can see alcohol. I have given some little bit alcohol on this earbud. So it will detect the alcohol detected by the sensor. Also you can see on the screen alcohol detected message presented. So that's why vehicle not started and green light, red light is turned on. So now once I remove the alcohol from the earbuds, you can see the press the switch message also present there, and it will ask for the switch state. So this is the complete idea behind this project. So I hope you understand. So whenever you plan to start the hardware part, make sure you have Raspberry Pi 3B or 4. You can use any Raspberry Pi. In my project I have Raspberry Pi 3. So whenever you buy Raspberry Pi 4, Raspberry Pi 4 or Raspberry Pi 3, you can see this pin is open and you can not able to find out the pin number of this Raspberry Pi. So I will provide you basic idea behind this pin number. So first pin, that is the you can see this is the LED, and LED side first pin it is nothing but the 1 number pin, then second pin is this one, then third, and then fourth. So odd number pin should be connected at this row, this column, and even number pin at connected this column. So it is very difficult at the runtime you can find out the number. So it is very easy. You can take the one paper and you can draw this pin name as it is, like I have did 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and plug this pin on this Raspberry Pi so that you can easily find out the pin number of Raspberry Pi. So now you can see I have placed my paper on the Raspberry Pi pin, so you can see easily I can identify the pin number of Raspberry Pi, and during hardware connection I can easily find out which pin is connected at which point. Okay, now first we will connect the LCD module with Raspberry Pi. As you can see at here I have LCD module separately and Raspberry Pi separately. So on LCD module you can see this is designed by me, and also the you can see it is completely designed on, now you can see it is completely designed on the zero PCB. So how I designed this, you can see on the screen the schematic diagram of this LCD module. So on real time we have this only we get this. So on real time when you buy on the Amazon, you only get this LCD module, and this LCD module has this 16 number or 50 number pins. So with this 16 and 50 number pin you have to how to connect that one with Raspberry Pi. For that you require this zero PCB module. So how I design this zero PCB module, by using the circuit diagram. So I will share the circuit diagram on screen. You can see on the screen whatever the pin, output pin is connected to input side of controller. So that input side of controller pin is nothing but our floating pin, and with that floating pin we will connect our LCD module with any other controller. So with the help of this circuit I have designed this circuit. So when I plug this, so whenever I design this circuit I need to plug this one LCD module on this one. Okay, now with this you can see at this side we have common VCC, at this side we have common ground. Then at this point you can see there is a input pin of this LCD module. So first pin is RS pin, then enable, then D7, D6, D5 and D4. So these are the output pins of this LCD. So we will connect only this pin with Raspberry Pi, the VCC and ground pin also with Raspberry Pi. So I hope with the zero PCB or breadboard PCB you can able to create this circuit with the help of circuit diagram. I already shown on the screen. So please create this circuit diagram by your own by soldering the PCB like this one, or by using the by using the breadboard also. Okay, now once you get this circuit, once you create this circuit on the zero PCB, now we will connect this pin one by one with Raspberry Pi. So first point we will connect the RS pin to pin number 7. So for that we require the female to female connector. So I will connect the RS pin to the pin number 7. You can focus, this first pin is RS pin. Then I have connected this RS pin to pin number 7 of Raspberry Pi. So before starting the next part, I need to pay your attention here. You can see on Raspberry Pi, I by myself only created this page and paste this page on the Raspberry Pi pin, so that I can easily identify the pin number of Raspberry Pi. So even number pin come at this side and odd number pin come at this side, but with this page number I can easily identify the pin number of Raspberry Pi. So I hope you also do the same at your side, so that you can easily identify the pin number with Raspberry Pi. So first pin is this one, then second, then third, then 4, 5, 6. So even number at this side and even number at this side and odd number at that side only. Okay, once you connect the RS pin, next pin is enable pin. So I will connect enable pin to pin number 11 of Raspberry Pi. So take this enable pin and I will connect this enable pin to pin number 11. Now we will connect the D4 pin from this PCB to Raspberry Pi 12 number pin. So connect D4 pin with Raspberry Pi 12 number pin. Okay, after that connect the D5 pin to Raspberry Pi 30 number pin. So D5 pin from Raspberry Pi connected to 13 number pin. After that D4, D5, D6 pin should be connected to Raspberry Pi 50 number pin. So D6 of LCD should be connected to Raspberry Pi 15 number. Then after that D7 pin should be connected to Raspberry Pi 16 number pin. So D7 should be connected to Raspberry Pi 16 number. So in this way we have completed the connection of LCD module. With Raspberry Pi. Now we will give the common ground and common VCC to Raspberry Pi. So this side act as a common ground and this side act as a common VCC. So ground pin of Raspberry Pi is nothing but the 6 number pin. So I will connect ground pin to Raspberry Pi 6 number pin. Then VCC pin of this LCD should be connected to 2 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So VCC pin of this LCD should be connected to 2 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So in this way we have completed the circuit part of LCD with Raspberry. So once we connect the LCD module with Raspberry Pi, next we have to take the common VCC and common ground pin from the Raspberry Pi. So second number pin of Raspberry Pi act as a common VCC and 6 number pin act as a common ground. So connect the second number pin to plus sign and 6 number pin to negative side. Basically this is the circuit where I have created by my own. So in this circuit you can see there are 2 jumpers wire. You can also create this circuit on the breadboard. There are 2 female connector and it is soldering on the 0 PCB. So one female connector is completely soldered at back side and second is this row. So one row is completely act as a common VCC and one row is completely act as a common ground. So this is the very simple circuit. So second number pin I have connected to VCC pin, that is 5 number pin. So this is my VCC pin, so I have connected here. Now 6 number pin act as a common ground pin, so connect the 6 number pin to ground pin again. Okay, with this we have completed the one part. Now second part is we have to connect the MQ2 sensor with Raspberry Pi. So how to connect the MQ2 sensor, that is alcohol sensor, with Raspberry Pi. So you can see on the alcohol sensor. So alcohol sensor has a 4 pins: VCC, ground, analog input and D out. You can also observe the pin name at the outside of the alcohol sensor. So you can see analog out, digital out, then ground and VCC. So first we have to connect the VCC pin to common VCC pin, then ground pin to common ground pin, and digital out to Raspberry Pi pin. So first I take one male to female connector. So first I take the one male to female connector which is connected to VCC pin. So this I connected here. So this is the VCC pin. Now next is ground pin and then is digital out. So first I connect the VCC pin to VCC pin. Then after that the second pin is ground pin of alcohol sensor, should be connected to common ground pin again. Now the third pin, that is digital out pin of alcohol sensor, should be connected to 18 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So again take one female to female connector. So you can connect this digital out pin. So I will connect this digital out pin of MQ2 sensor, that is alcohol sensor, to Raspberry Pi 18 number pin. So Raspberry Pi 18 number pin is here. Okay, so in this way we have completed the circuit diagram of alcohol sensor. Now very important part is alcohol sensor. At the end of alcohol sensor there is one potentiometer, and with this potentiometer you can adjust the sensitivity of alcohol sensor. So you can adjust by yourself whatever you want sensitivity. Now the next circuit is buzzer circuit. So you can see buzzer having 2 pins. So you can see buzzer having 2 pin, one pin is small and another is bigger. So bigger pin act as a VCC pin and small pin act as a ground pin. So we will connect the ground pin to Raspberry Pi common ground pin, and VCC pin should be connected to Raspberry Pi directly. So first connect the ground pin, that is a smaller number pin of buzzer, should be connected to common ground. And then the next part of this pin, that is bigger one pin, should be connected to 29 number of Raspberry Pi. So connect bigger one number pin. So this pin should be connected to 29 number again. Okay, so I have connected the bigger one number pin to 29 number pin of Raspberry Pi. So in this way we have completed the buzzer part. Now the next part is switch circuit. So basically switch circuit having the 3 pins, you can see here switch circuit having the 3 pins. So the normal switch having the 4 pins, you can see 1 2 3 4, and whenever you press the switch, then this pin and this pin gets shorted, and once it gets shorted, then the current will be flow. So in this part I have created my own switch circuit here. So how to create this own switch circuit I will show you. So basically you can see this is the one blank paper. On this blank paper I will going to explain you how this switch circuit works. So basically switch having the 4 pins you can see this 4 pin, and this one is middle one when we press this switch. So when we press this switch, these 2 pin get shorted. So once these 2 pin get shorted, we have to create here one voltage divider circuit. So how to create? So this point should be connected to ground, and from this point there is one resistor I have taken, and here I have connected the VCC. Now in between this point there is one output pin. So this output pin should be connected to Raspberry Pi. So you can create your own circuit like this. This point is one switch point, this one, second point is this point, and this one is the output pin, and this is the VCC pin, you can see here. So this is the idea behind this switch circuit. I hope you understand. Now first we connect the ground pin of this switch circuit to common ground pin. So this is the ground pin. So I will connect this to the common ground pin here. Now the next point is common VCC pin should be connected to common VCC again. So this one is common VCC, and I will connect here to common VCC. Now the last pin is this one. This is the output pin, and this should be connected to Raspberry Pi pin 22 number pin. So I will connect this pin to Raspberry Pi 22 number. Okay, now in this way we have completed the switch circuit also. Now the next circuit is LED circuit. So in this LED circuit there are two LED, red and green LED. So red LED having the 2 pins again, plus positive and negative. In this positive pin I have given some resistor to control the power, and same for the green LED, there is one resistor to control the power. So basically negative pin should be connected to common negative pin of this circuit. So I will take this negative pin of this one LED, should be connected to common ground pin. Same, the next LED or green LED of this negative pin should be connected to common ground pin again. Now the positive pin should be connected to Raspberry Pi pin. So red LED positive pin should be connected to Raspberry Pi 31 number pin. So connect this one to Raspberry Pi 31 number. And green LED positive pin should be connected to Raspberry Pi 32 number. So connect this to Raspberry Pi 32. Okay, so in this way we have completed the LED circuit also. Now the next circuit is IR sensor. So again the IR sensor having the 3 pins. So you can see this is my IR sensor having the 3 pins. So you can see at the output there are VCC, then ground, and then Vout. So VCC should be connected to VCC pin, then ground should be connected to ground, and Vout should be Vout. So this one is VCC pin. So I will connect one first VCC pin to VCC pin. So this is my common VCC, so I will connect here. Then ground pin should be connected to common ground again. And now the output pin, that is IR sensor output pin, should be connected to Raspberry Pi again. And this pin is 33 number. So connect the output pin to 33 number. So in this way we have completed the IR sensor part also. Now the next part is vibration sensor. So again the vibration sensor having the 4 pins. You can see VCC, ground, digital out, and analog out. So we will use only 3 pins. The 3 pins are VCC, ground, and digital out. So first connect the digital VCC pin to VCC pin again. So first I have connected the VCC pin to VCC pin. Then ground pin should be connected to common ground. So this is the ground pin, should be connected to common ground. And the next Vout pin should be connected to 35 number. So Vout pin of vibration sensor, that is digital out pin, should be connected to 35 number. So connect this pin. to 35 number. Okay, so in this way vibration sensor circuit part also completed. Now the next part is relay circuit. So relay again having the same three pins. One pin is VCC, then second pin is ground, and third one is input pin. So connect the VCC pin to VCC, ground to ground, and input to input. So first connect the VCC pin to VCC pin. So common VCC pin, then ground pin should be connected to common ground. So this is the ground pin and connected to common ground again. And the last pin, that is the Vout pin, should be connected to 36 number of Raspberry Pi. So connect that pin to 36 number of Raspberry Pi. So Vout pin from relay should be connected to 36 number. Should be connected to 36 number. Okay, so in this way we have completed the relay part also. Now the only remaining part is the GPS module circuit. So how to connect the GPS module circuit, I will tell you. So first you can see, if you want to understand the complete GPS model, please go to my playlist, and there is already one video for the separate GPS model with Raspberry Pi. Please watch that video. In that video I have already explained the circuit diagram for the GPS model and how to enable the serial communication of Raspberry Pi. Without that video your project will not work. So definitely you should watch that video and then come to this GPS connection. And already GPS connection also explain that video only, and same connection I will take in here. So first connect the VCC pin to VCC, then ground to ground, then RX pin of relay RX pin of the GPS module should be connected to TX pin of Raspberry Pi, that is the 8 number pin, and the TX pin of GPS module should be connected to RX pin of Raspberry Pi, that is the 10 number pin. So connect that pin with respect to that video, and definitely you will understand the GPS module. Okay, now you can see here I have replaced this small buzzer with this big buzzer. The connection will be same, only the part is big buzzer having two wires, one positive, that is a red wire, and one negative, that is a green wire. The same connection you have to follow for the that we follow for the smaller buzzer, that is the smaller one. It is considered as a blue wire, that is a negative wire, should be connected to ground, and the bigger one, that is a red wire of this big buzzer, should be connected to Raspberry Pi. Now you can see I have connected the DC motor with a relay module. So how I have connected this one, actually each DC motor having the two pins, there is no polarity for this. So what you have to do, you have to take one pin from the DC motor and connect that pin to this point of the relay, that is open point, open collector point you can say, and the middle point of this relay should be connected to one point of this battery, that is 9-volt battery. You can purchase the battery from the market. So one point is negative point of this battery is connected to middle point of the relay. Now the positive point of the DC motor, that is another wire, should be connected to positive point of the battery. So that is the simple connection. You can see I have connected this wire, one wire to this one, second wire is negative wire of this battery, positive wire directly connected to DC motor. So that is the connection, simple connection. So in this video we will learn hardware part of this project, the practical demonstration part of this project. In the next video we will add the GSM model in the same project, and we will try to send the whatever the GPS data that we receive in this project to the from the GSM model on the actual user mobile number. So that will be added in the next part. Also in the next part of this same project I will explain the programming part of the same complete project with the GSM model and the GPS model. So if you want to develop this project, you have to watch the two videos. First video is this one. In this video we will cover the hardware part, till the GPS model, and the next part we will cover the GSM model with the GPS model with all the sensor. Also I will tell you the program explanation of the same project. You have the 1 week. In this 1 week you can complete the hardware part and download my code from the Google Drive link given in the description, and just run the project and you will see your hardware will work or not. Explanation we will definitely done in the next video. Thank you.